Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be going over 8 shocking TI hero strats. We're going to be talking about some of the best heroes of the current TI main tour, and some of the worst heroes, just talking about the win rates, having a good time, and overall discussing these heroes on why I think they're good in the pro scene, or bad in the pro scene, and also good in pubs or bad in pubs. So let's hop into it. And now I want to tell you guys a little bit about DotaPlus from Overwolf. This is a free stats app you guys can download right now that's going to show you your stats for the last 3 months. So if you want to know your games played, your MMR, your win rate, your XPM, your GPM, all of these things you need to track to know how well you're doing and what you need to change to gain MMR, you can get for absolutely free. On top of that, the biggest reason why you need to download DotaPlus, at least for me, is the ban suggestions. Basically, it tells you what the enemy team is good at. It tells you their best heroes, what they've been winning with. You just ban it. You might be wondering why your good heroes, why your best heroes keep getting banned. It's because of DotaPlus. The enemy team is using it and banning out your best heroes. So go download DotaPlus right now, and I'll see you guys there. The first hero I want to talk about is Mars. Mars currently has been picked 13 times, and I honestly do not know why. I really don't get it. I feel like this hero is just not that good, and actually I will say I do kind of understand. Mars, for the longest time, basically ever since it's been introduced, has been one of the most well-rounded heroes in Dota. It has good base stats, good base damage, good movement speed. I think it used to have good armor. Its armor is fine. A range creep secure, 2 range creep secures, a good laning stage, a AoE teamfight spell, a stun. It's like, what doesn't Mars do? Well, he doesn't win Dota, because the hero currently has a 38% win rate. Now, to be fair, that's only 5 and 8. The hero has won 5 games out of 13, which is not nothing, right? It's not like it's 2 and 11 or whatever. Like, it is a hero that can win games for sure. I even just watched a game where, honestly, it looked underwhelming in the late game. That's kind of the main thing to me about Mars right now. The big issue I have with this hero is Spear is unreliable as hell. Even for pros, it's unreliable, okay? No one can convince me, oh, just get good. It's like, bruh, every single Mars I watch, even at a high level, misses spears. Not frequently, but relatively frequently, compared to obviously other stuns. So it's an unreliable stun that used to be way better than it currently is. It has been nerfed over and over again. God's Rebuke has been nerfed over and over again. Arena of Mars has been nerfed over and over again. Everything about this hero has been nerfed to the point where I don't think it's a good hero. Yes, it does everything, but not well. It used to do everything well. Now I just think it does everything extremely mediocre and falls off late game extremely hard. Then we have Tiny, another initiator. I can't believe it, but this hero currently has a 72% win rate over 22 games. It is 16 and 6, which is insane because this hero's been nerfed like crazy. Like, Tiny, man? Like, how does Tiny have a 72% win rate? Well, one of the things I think it does well is enable Enigma. I think Enigma Tiny is one of the best combos in Dota. I think the team fighting of Enigma Tiny is good. I think the mid game is good. Like, Enigma doesn't really do enough damage to solo kill anyone without Black Hole, but with Avatos, you do just enough damage to kill anyone who shows up to the Enigma lane. You can toss people in the Black Hole, you toss people under tower when you're laning with Enigma. It's just a great combo, but honestly, that's obviously not every game Tiny has been played with. What's also important to note about Tiny is that he's extremely good with one of the popular heroes, which is Leshrac. He has an 80% win rate with Lesh, 5 games, 4 wins, 1 loss. He's 4 and 3 with Enigma, 5 and 1 with Crystal Maiden, and 3 and 1 with Visage. After that, we have Marcy. I expected Marcy to dominate this tournament, but currently it's actually losing more than it's winning at 13 and 15. I'm definitely surprised to see this because I think it works really well in the meta. It pairs up with plenty of the good offlaner heroes, and I think it works extremely well with the current mid meta. SF plus Marcy kills anyone, Marcy plus Leshrac kills anyone, Marcy plus Lina, Marcy plus even Morphling, right? There's so many mid combos you can have where Marcy can rotate mid and easily kill the hero, so I was expecting that to really be the reason why Marcy would be dominant. It would win mid, crush mid, buy a BKB, and then own the mid game. Phantom Assassin, apparently people still try to play this hero. It is 0-3. I can't believe people are still trying to pick this shit hero. Nah, I mean, honestly, PA, it does have some games where it's like, it looks theoretically good. The Phantom Knives break maybe just happens to be good that game, right? So maybe Phantom Knives is just, looks good. Blur looks good. The enemy team has a Rubik plus I don't know, Winter Wyvern maybe is fine, right, for PA. Just some heroes that he can insta-kill in 2 shots with Deso, right? They have these heroes that you can insta-kill, 2 supports that are squishy, Fan of Knives is value, everything looks good, your lane's gonna be free because the enemy team gave you Undying. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't feel like PE does anything good. The only thing she's good at is like running up high grounds with Blur when she has Aegis. But that's it. I just feel like the hero doesn't kill people quickly. I don't think it lanes that well. It definitely doesn't farm fast. It doesn't siege high ground. It doesn't roche particularly well. I just don't feel like PA is that good at any. It's like good at very specific target selection, but I don't know, man. I feel like there's too many offlaners that can dump it. I think Morphling is a horrible matchup for PA, and that hero is everywhere. However, on the topic of Morphling, this hero is actually only 6 and 8 right now. It did just win a game, but so maybe it's 7 and 8. But it's actually a negative win rate, which is really surprising. Everyone expected Morphling to be the god of Dota, you know, with how good the Ags is. But I've seen a lot of crazy stuff where Primal Beast is being let through, Undying is being let through, Marcy and Morphling now seeing these win rates, and I think a lot of teams seeing these win rates are just leaving these heroes in the pool. Like, it's crazy. Marcy and Morphling are just being left in. Teams think they have answers. For instance, I think Lone Druid, which has been picked quite a bit against Morph, is one of the best Morph counters in the game. From what I've been seeing, it plays out really, really well in general. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there are answers to Morphling. Teams are figuring it out. Same thing for Marcy. Teams are figuring it out, and this hero is no longer as good. Then we have Rubik. It's 3 and 8. I hate this hero. It's shit in pubs. It's bad altogether. I don't know. I just don't like Rubik. Even when people pick it like against Enigma, I don't even think it looks good. Like, great, you can steal Black Hole. Too bad you're gonna lose the lane and like don't do anything until you're level 5. You don't contest runes well. I don't think you lane that well. Like, Lift is such a short disable. I don't know, man. Rubik can have pop-off games, but in most games this hero, in my opinion, does not seem too good. Then we have NYX Assassin, 9 and 3 right now, 75% win rate over 12 games, is owning. I can't believe it. Didn't expect this to be the complete shine out for it. I expected Clock to do well, but Clock is actually doing horrible. That hero's win rate is abysmal right now. NYX Assassin seems to be the main hero. I thought the hero was good. I just didn't think it would be like top priority. And Thunder Predator, for instance, just first picked this hero, so there's something to say about that. For sure. And then finally is Naga Siren. In 9 games, it's won 7 and lost 2. Frankly, I think this hero is kind of broken right now. I think even against counters, I think it's completely playable. For instance, the Orchid build on Naga, I think counters a lot of its counters. Like, I think the Orchid / Mage Slayer Naga build counters Lesh to an extent, obviously. Counters Ember, it's good against Void Spirit, like, it's fine. I think Pudge is pretty bad for Naga, but it's like okay-ish if you get the Orchid off before he has BKB, and he doesn't get off Rot or Flesh Heap, you can solo kill him. No problem, he has low armor. Right, so I don't know, man. I think this Naga hero is extremely versatile. I think it has like very few actually bad lane matchups. And so I'm surprised to see more teams not picking it up and considering it. Even if it's not an optimal Naga game, I think more teams should consider it. If it's an optimal Naga game where they have little illusion clear, I think this hero is arguably the best hero in Dota. I don't know. Its numbers are insane. The shard's insane. The Ags is insane. It roche as well. Lane's insane. I don't know. I think it just does everything. Gives vision. It does everything in a good Naga game. Like, everything. It does everything. And yeah, now to quickly go over whether or not I think these heroes are good in pubs. Mars, I do not think is good in pubs at all. I think Tiny is horrible in pubs. I think Marcy is too hard for people to play, but if you get really good at understanding the BKB timing on this hero and abusing it, also learning the mid rotation if you're going to play it as a 4, I think it's okay. I actually like Marcy as a core more than a support, I think, but moving on. PA, I think this hero's garbage. Rubik, nah. Morphling, yeah, a lot of practice. PA, he's good. I think he's good, but you need a lot of practice. Definitely, if it's the right game for the hero, it's super spammable, for sure. Still a very spammable pub hero right now. You just got to get good at it and learn the timings, because it has very hard timings. NYX Assassin, great pub hero, and Naga Siren, great pub hero. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the Game Leap website, where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace!